What is up everyone, Dimitri32 here, and welcome back to another reroll video. Today's video is going to be about the Rubico Riven, which is a highly anticipated one because later today, or actually by the time you guys see this video, it'll have already been out for about 2 days, but the Rubico Prime is recently released, and that is a absolute beast of a weapon. Rubico is also one of my favorite snipers as well. I've put like 7 for the original one, and I've just really liked this weapon a lot. I have a Riven for it, it has 2 rerolls on it. But I think we can do better than that. I'm going to be adding 100 rerolls extra to this one, so we're going to go from 2 rerolls to 102 rerolls. I farmed up the Kuva, it's a little bit more than 335, about 340k that I need in total. But it should be a good time, so let's get straight to it. Let's reroll this thing, hopefully we can get something good. I am looking for multi-shot, crit chance, and crit damage. And anything else that we get, we'll see what happens, so let's get straight to it. Alright, first reroll of the series, let's go. Let's see what we can do with this one. Come on, give me some multi-shot, crit chance, crit damage, please. That would be nice. Straight off the bat. Not gonna happen ever, but one of these days I'll get that. It's something. It's something. I don't know how to feel about that one. We're gonna go from 2 to 102, as I mentioned before. Oh, I thought that was reversed for a second. Whew. We're gonna go from a 2 to 102. I already had 2 rerolls on this one as we started out. But here we go. See if we can get anything better. Status, chance, toxin, minus crit damage. Come on, give me something good here. I really want to get rid of this plus zoom. Riven comes with plus zoom by default. My chat's already happy. I want to get rid of that. Crit damage, minus fire rate, damage to Grenier, minus weapon recoil. I still think this is better. I mean, damage to Grenier is nice. Fire rate is kind of eh. I'll just take this one, see if we can get something better than that, though. We'll definitely get something better than that, I'm confident. That is not it, though. That is not the better thing. Oh, so much minus crit already. Not a good sign. 5 rerolls in. Remember, we already had 2 at the start. Fire rate, heat, damage to corpus. Don't really care for that. Move on. Is plus zoom not a good stat? No, plus zoom is bad. Why? Why do you do this to me? Come on, man. I would have... Oh, those 2 should have been switched, man. Multi-shot and zoom switched around. Then it would have been so good. 205 damage. That's a lot. Magazine capacity, minus damage to Grenier. I don't know what works better, but... You know what? We'll just take it, just to get rid of the plus zoom. I don't want plus zoom. Get out of my sight. I don't think that's better, but that's pretty nice. Then again, it might be better because the Rubico Prime has ridiculous crit stats. I think they've shown images of it like having 38% crit chance and like 3 times crit multiplier or something like that. That's what I've heard. I haven't actually seen the images, and as of re-rolling this, it technically isn't out yet, so we don't know for sure. But I don't know which one is better. You know what? Let's just take it. See what happens. Let's just take it. We're gonna get something better anyway. We're gonna get a god roll in like 20 rerolls from now. This is minus zoom. I really want that. I rolled mine 36 times today. My best is multi-shot and crit damage. You'll get something nice. That's not nice. That is minus crit damage again. Oh well. Oh well. I've seen some really good Rubico Rivens today already. Like, people have been messaging me about it in advance. I have seen some absolutely disgusting Rivens. Why? Piss off with your minus crit chance, man. For fuck's sake. Go away. Why do you do this to me? Oh well. It could have been so good. The possibilities were there. I was going down that list and I'm like, okay, damn, that's a pretty good one. And then once again, minus crit chance. Why? I think that's like the 6th time I've seen minus crit damage, or like minus crit chance. Like 2 minus crit damage already or something like that. Okay, that's, you know what, that's juicy, I'll take that. I don't know if it's better or not, but that just looks juicy. Oh, come on! Why? That's just rude, game. That's just rude. Every single time I say that I end up getting something good, I always end up with like a reroll that's like 20, 30 into it, and then I never improve that ever again. I don't want to be stuck with this one all the way until the end. I mean, it's a pretty decent one, but I just want to get that, like, that juicy crit chance, crit damage Riven, right? Just full on crit. That's pretty good, but that can be better. Yeah, I just want to get that full on crit. I know it's in there somewhere. Something that I have like the Tiburon, right? Which is this ridiculous crit stats on it and nothing else. That's what I'm really looking for. It's ridiculous crit stats. One of these days I'll get it. One of these days. But I kind of fear that today might not be that day. You never know though. It could be one of these. It could be every single one. That I'd be very excited for a second, but too bad. Too bad it's cold. If it wasn't another elemental, I would have taken it, but oh well. Damage, electricity, minus zoom, and reload speed. I am incredibly tempted to take this. You know what? I'm gonna take this. I don't know if it's actually better. I think it is because of innate electricity, which goes for both corrosive and radiation, which is really nice. Damage on it is good. Reload speed is always nice, and I think a lot more useful than fire rate. And minus zoom is also that's like the best one on there. The minus zoom. That just feels good. Alright, at least we got something different. Alright, that's minus crit. Oh, come on, why? Go away. I've seen that way too much already. Game's teasing me, dude. Then again, I don't know if it's teasing or bullying me at this point. I hope it's teasing. I'm afraid it's bullying. Minus crit damage. Go away. I swear to God. Go away. Also, I've noticed that in a lot of my videos, people tend to underestimate, like, faction damage and everything, right? Like, 60% damage, that comes in near towards the end of the calculation. So that 60% damage to a faction is actually 60% damage to a faction. Now, the other ones I don't really look at too much. I mean, that one's just like Corpus. But the Grineer one is one that I tend to look at a lot, because I tend to farm Kuva a lot. And that has me fighting against Grineer constantly. So that one can actually be a very big damage upgrade. Also, a lot of people don't seem to realize that I don't use a calculator, guys. If you're listening to this, I don't use a calculator. I don't load in the Rivens into Warframe Builder or anything else. Don't look up at the DPS. I can't just, like, guesstimate. But like, this is fun, or this looks like it could do pretty well. And then just use that, you know? So if I do end up missing something, or if like a calculation is wrong on my end, sorry about that, but yeah, oh my, yes. I don't know, once again, I don't know which one is better, but that's crit chance, crit damage. I want it. Punch through, coming in sniper, it already has punch through, but whew. Crit damage, crit chance, alright. Now all we have to do is improve it with a negative. Because the Rubico Prime has ridiculous crit stats on it, right? I don't know what's better damage, but like, just looking at the numbers once Rubico Prime is out is going to be satisfying as fuck with that Riven. Just looking at those numbers. That's going to be like 6 times crit multiplier and like 90% crit chance or something with just the Riven alone, not even like actual point strike and vital sense. Ooh, that's a pretty juicy one as well. Oh, come on, why? This is the second time you've done that game, for fuck's sake. I don't want to talk about it. I'm not going to say anything. We're not going to talk about it, chat. We're just going to move on. We're just going to pretend for the sake of my sanity that Riven never happened. Multi-shot crit cold. Too bad it's cold. That's actually pretty decent. Now, if this thing had like damage or multi-shot, then but we don't. We still have a few rerolls to go though, so we don't have to like we don't have to be satisfied with this one yet. There's still like pretty good chance for something better in there. We've seen some really good rolls so far and then have them ruined by minus crit. One of these days it'll be a really good roll with plus crit on there. Already happy with the one that I have. Slightly hope, like, gotta be honest, there's a little bit of hope in there still, that there's something better there, so should be good. That's not it. That's not that at all. Here's my favorite number, that was kind of shit. Almost 3/4 of the way there, because remember, we started at 2, we're gonna roll to 102, so multi-shot damage, magazine capacity. Alright, now we're officially 3/4 of the way there. Come on. Nope. That's not it at all. Alright. 25 to go. We can do this. 90k Kuva left. It feels kind of nice going through this Kuva, right? I've been sitting on this... Ooh. I don't know, like, this is like more crit chance, like 40% more crit chance on damage, but at the same time, I just want a full crit one. I don't know if it's better damage, but I just want a full crit one. What I was saying though is, like, I like going through this Kuva, right? Because I've been sitting on this Kuva, I think, for like a week, 2 weeks now or something like that. It's been since the last video, and being able to spend it all actually feels pretty nice. A lot of people always say, like, doesn't it hurt when you already get like a really good Riven early on and you have to spend more on it? I get a lot of comments saying, like, you know, you've wasted your Kuva, like 300k Kuva, and it's like, nah, there's always like a chance for something better. Right up until the very end, I usually like remain hopeful, like, that's pretty good. Just impact, just on a full crit one, but I don't feel like I'm wasting these, even if I end up with like a good Riven at like 10 or 20, and then I end up like, you know, using another like 90 rerolls or something like that. There's always that chance of something better, right? And I sound like a gambling addict, I know. I swear to God, I'm not addicted. I don't know. I don't personally, for me, it doesn't feel like I'm wasting anything. It doesn't feel like I'm wasting it. I feel like I'm using it and I have a chance of getting something better. It's always exciting right up until the very end. And at that point, it kind of settles in, like, this is the Riven that I have, if I'm satisfied with it or not, which so far I've pretty much been with all of them except the Ampyx one, which is why I added another 15, 20 rerolls to that. I think it was 15 rerolls extra to that one. But so far, I've been pretty much satisfied with almost all of them. I haven't been really that many god rolls yet. But I know one day there will be a god roll in there. Oh, alright. Last 10. Here we go. Let's see if we can make it a good one. Let's see if we can get something better. That's not that at all. Blech. That's way worse. Alright, 3 to go, because we're going to 102, as I said. We started at 2, because I already had this Riven beforehand, and I didn't want to buy a clean Rubico Riven. With those insane prices in trade chat, I was like, I'll just use that one. Crit damage again, come on. It's magnetic again, though. We're going to 102. 2 rerolls left, let's go. Second to last one, damage, electricity. Alright, boys. One of these days, it's gonna work, but for now, I'm gonna look to my chat. And I'm gonna ask them, can we get a wall of DV2 Bless? It's already starting. You guys are already on point with that one. Thank you very much for that, boys. The final Riven reroll for this series. Number 100 in the series, 102 total on the Riven. Let's see if we can get something slightly better than this one. I really hope we can get a god tier Riven out there. One of these days, it's gonna happen. The final reroll, and it'll be a god tier one. And that's gonna happen today. Or maybe not. Was a nice try, you know. Was a nice try. Alright, there we go, boys. That is the final Riven that we have currently. The Rubico Akri Critanok. 105.9 crit damage, 132.1 crit chance, and 2.1 punch through. I am overall pretty satisfied with this one. Mostly because the Rubico has some insane crit stats on it. Rumors are going around that it has 38% crit chance and 3 times crit multiplier. This Riven is gonna turn that thing into a monster. Combine that with Point Strike and Vital Sense itself already as well, like on top of that, and I'm gonna be just... Oh, the crits are gonna be ridiculously strong. Zooming in as well and everything else, it's gonna be so good. Rubico is one of my favorite weapons anyway. Rubico Primus is gonna make that even better. It's gonna be a fun time with that one. I don't, however, have access to the Rubico Prime yet, because as the time of recording, that's gonna come out in about 4 or 5 hours from now, after which I'm gonna have to farm it up, multi-format and everything else, and then I'll do a testing video. So by the time you guys see this video, that will be on Thursday morning, or if you're watching in the future, then it'll probably already be out. But the next video is going to be released around Sunday, if you're watching this when this releases, and that's going to be the testing video for this one as well. So if you watched up until this point, what do we want to say in the comments? Throw me a Rubico best sniper in the chat, alright? Throw that in the comment section if you watched up till this point, and I just want to say thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. The testing video will be coming out before the end of this week on Sunday, and thanks for watching. Until the next one, peace.